earlier this year, I decided that I wanted to start doing my nails from home because I was just spending so much money and so much time getting my nails done, and I was never 100% happy with them, and I just felt like I wanted to change my nails more regularly. So I started off with the Gel X kind of kit. I think I got like a cheaper version of it on Amazon, and I realized I was really crap at doing designs. I just couldn't. I'm just not that creative. So I figured out a way of doing it with press-on nails. So these are actually press-on ones I got from Shein, and I have filed them down and I have them on just over a week. And I've also just picked up some nails. These are plain pink ones. They were reduced, so I got them because they were 50p. These were 3.50. They're super cute. They have little cherries on them. And then these just black dot ones, they were 120. So I picked up the 3 of those. And it normally works out that a pack of nails kind of lasts me like, I want to say like a week to 10 days. If I'm not too intense in the hair salon, it lasts me about 2 weeks. So today I want to do these cute cherry ones because I think they're really cute. Take these ones off. Now sometimes, like this one, this one has fallen off really quick. It kind of got loose the other day, and then I kind of pulled it off yesterday. So sometimes they just kind of fall off, but other times these are quite still glued on because I use the UV glue, which we're going to get into. So this is how I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some acetone, pour it in a bowl, and I'm just going to dip my fingers in so it helps melt the glue that's on my nails. So we're just gonna let each nail kind of sit for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and use one of these wooden little sticks to kind of pry my nails off. So I'll be back when it's kind of loosened. After it sits a little while, you should be able to just pick it off, and it shouldn't really hurt or anything like that. And then you can soak the last of the glue, or you can file it off. But every nail, see that one came off easy. Every nail might come off slightly different, just depending like how long or how much glue was on it. This nail is kind of breaking, so I'm gonna let that one soak another minute. Back once they're all off, and then I'm going to file them and then pick out the size of the nails I need. I've got most of the nails off now. There's just my pinky on this hand is a bit stubborn, and I need to soak this thumb as well. Sometimes it takes it, like you can just kind of take them all off, and other times it takes a bit more time. It really just depends how much you're using your hands, I think. Yeah, so I guess I wasn't too busy this week, and that's why my nails have lasted better. But we're getting there, and yeah, it's only been like about 15 minutes in total doing all this, so it's not very time consuming once you get into it. I think like the first time you do it, second time it's like more time consuming, but literally I normally get my nails done once they're off in about half an hour, 40 minutes, and I feel like, yeah, I'm just doing it from comfort of my home, watching some YouTube videos. So I'll be back. So all the nails were off. Finally, this thumb took forever, and now we're going to file. File off Amazon. You can change which direction it goes in, the speed. I feel like it's quite a basic one if you're starting out. I think it was £10. So I turn on like a medium speed, and I just file off any glue that's left, and this helps kind of prep the nail for the press-ons to stick to. It's only been just over a week since I did a full manicure, so I don't need to do too much with the cuticles, just like a light push back. So start off with your file nice and light. You do not want the pain of over rushing the filing because it stings. It's the most uncomfortable feeling in the world when you over file your nails. Also, one of my fingers cut a little. So you just want to take your time. And then as you get better, you'll get like a bit quicker with it, and you'll be able to put up the speed and figure out what you want to do. But after doing my nails for like a couple of months, I realized why nail techs have like lamps and so close to doing your nails. So I love doing mine in front of my ring light. But if I'm like doing it on the sofa, I just make sure that the big light's on, or there's a lamp near me that I can see better. Filing. I'm just gonna go in and push back my cuticles, and then I'll chop them off. You wanna pull it quickly so that you're not tearing the skin. And I'm just gonna go in with a hand file and just do the final file. Finally, for me, I've figured out that I need to cut them down quite short and this end to hold a bit better on the nail. Little round, just because the nails I'm putting on are a bit round to make sure that they'll fall into place. And then that's my nails ready. And I'm gonna do some nail dehydrator. And while that's kind of setting in on this hand, I'm going to go ahead and do my other hand. You kind of just want to make sure your nails are like fully smooth and any dust is wiped away. So once that's kind of dry, I'll go over with a bit of tissue, a little bit of acetone to make sure there's no like little wobbly bits on. So while that's setting in, I'm going to file and do this hand because no one wants to watch me do it with my left hand because it looks dangerous, I think. So we're gonna come back and measure out our fingers after. So yeah, come back. Let's do this. So I'm going to measure out the nails that I need. I always keep the glue because if any of my nails pop off, that's how I put it on if I'm out in like public or whatever. There is only 2 nails with the actual gem bit on it, but there's loads with the 2 cherry patterns. So I need to figure out what nail these little gemmy bits can go on. I feel like my middle finger. I'm gonna put the 2 gems on my middle finger. I'm gonna have to file it down a little, it's way too long. Okay, so they're on my middle finger. And so let's do my pinky. So maybe these ones here. Some of the nails I get from Primark have numbers and some don't. So that's gonna be for my pinky. And then my next finger, I'm gonna put, it's a little small. Kind of takes me a second or two to find exactly what nails work for me. Oh, these big cherry ones can go on my thumb. So these ones just have a cherry on them. Kind of wanted a cherry on this one. Oh, perfect. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna do a plain one on my index finger. That one fits better. I just pop them all back in here and I keep them for the week because if any of the nails fall off, I know I can interchange them. But I definitely keep the glue. I have loads of little glues saved because you just never know when you need one of the little glues on the go. So I've already prepped my nails. So I go back in with the file and I file the back of the nails. I've seen that on loads of videos where it's meant to help prep this nail a little. Perfect. So now I'm done with the electric nail file, I think. I know I always plug it out and then I always have to plug it back in for something. So this is the little nail lamp I have. It's a bit battered now, but I plug it in, then it turns on. I won't be able to show you it as it's in the nail lamp because it's like a bit, the wire is not that long. So I'm gonna go in with some of the glue. And what I do is, double check if it's, I'm gonna pop some glue on my finger. And I already have the nail lamp on. This nail lamp has an automatic setting of 60 seconds. So I put it on in advance before I get the glue on so that I can push the nail on and then just put it straight under the lamp and then I restart it. Uh-oh, I think this is still bleeding at the corner. Okay, we'll go with it for the minute. So I just kind of press it on, leave it in the nail lamp, and I normally do 60 seconds. And then the top coat goes on. I do a layer of top coat, and then at the end, I do an extra 60 seconds. So if you like, do the math between each nail. Because sometimes when I'm getting to the end, I'm like, there's only 9 minutes left. But I do know I'm going to want to file these down because today is Monday and the plasterer is coming this week. And then Lewis is the plaster is doing the ceilings in the house, and then Lewis is going to be doing the walls downstairs because in 3 weeks we're doing a siblings Christmas dinner with his family. with most of his siblings because he has quite a few. So we want the house to be a bit prepared for that. So I'm really excited. So I'm gonna have to be filing loads, but I'm probably gonna end up like clipping off the actual tips of these by Thursday or something. So we'll see how it goes. But I know even if I just go a day without nails, I just feel so gross. And I need to do tan. That's why my foundation is a little bit darker. So yeah, I'm just trying to roll with it. Right, so let's get on to the next finger again. Decided that on these two nails that have cherries, I'm going to do some glue or some crystals. So I'm gonna do this hand and then this hand off camera. I think that's the easiest way to do it. So I'm gonna do a base coat. I normally only do a top coat, but I'm gonna do a base coat. And then I'm going to stick the gems on. I'm gonna wet this and then put the little crystals on. Oh, I think that is so cute. It's gonna make them stand out that little bit more. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna stick the gems on this nail and then I'll come back and show you my top coat process. I just almost had a panic attack. My phone died and I thought the video I was recording hadn't saved. I was like, anyway, so my phone has died. I need to charge up. But the ones that I've put gems on, I've done it on the other nails and they're under the lamp curing. I have realized that I think these are a little too long for me, so I'm going to trim them down. But I thought, well, my other hand wasn't done. I've opened a can of Coke. I put my wash on to spin. I'm going to have some Coke Zero. And then I'm going to go back and finish recording. Because it's actually just taking me longer than normal because I'm like recording it. So, yeah. I got my phone up a little straighter so the angle's different, so it'll be a bit harder just because it's going to die. Anyway, so I have one of these things and they actually come in handy so much because it's so much easier for cutting down my nails. So I'm basically just taking like the little point off the top just so they're not as long. I'm with the length of my nails being a bit shorter because I do think it's cute to have short nails. So once it's kind of cut down, I'm just going to give it a light file just to smoothen off the edges. So what I do is I do these two nails and these two nails. So I do the top coat and then I'm going to cure each for 2 minutes. First hand completely done. It's took me in total about 40 minutes so far. I absolutely love them. I'm happy I put the other little gems on. I know it's kind of coming up slightly funny just because my ring light. So when I finish both hands, I'll go out into some natural light to show. So I might cure these just one more time because I think there's an extra layer because of the bottom coat. But yeah, so these are done. I'm going to do this hand and then I'm going to come back to show you it done. It's going to be way quicker because I know the mojo. So this is the point where I get so impatient. It's on the last few minutes. I'm watching some YouTube videos and I'm like, my ass hurts. The chair in my beauty room is so uncomfortable and I'm trying to find a new one, but I'm trying to find one that's like comfortable, easy to clean, can rest my arms and swivel, but have like a lock on it. So yeah, it's just making that job a bit more hard for myself. But yeah, so I'm coming to the end now. I've already even took the thumbnails because I was so impatient waiting. It's cute if someone was to go, let me see your nails, that's all they'd see. So yeah, I'm super happy with how they have turned out, and I think I might just start recording every week the nails I do so I can keep a document of all the nails that I do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video doesn't turn out to be too long, but yeah, we're going to get better and better and grow and keep going. So thank you so much for watching my video. Tune into the next one and I'll see you soon.